Okay, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a special type of composition of functions. It's called the difference quotient method. And you'll end up using this more probably when you get to calculus, but it's still handy to know. And it's almost a fancier way of doing slope-intercept. Finding slope. Remember, slope is y1 or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And if we say that this x2 subtract x1 is a given value, well, that distance I'm going to refer to as h, and that's all they've done here. And this is just saying the difference in the y's subtract the difference in y2 subtract y1 over x2 subtract x1. So it's a little bit confusing to look at, but this is what you need to know in terms of composing. In the function that they give you, everywhere there's an x, you plug in, instead of x plus h. So in this example, it would be -3 parentheses. Remember that says -3x plus 4, so -3, this becomes the x plus 4, and inside where the x was, it becomes 3x plus 4. Then you subtract the original. So then you subtract. So I went ahead and wrote all that down. So we have this new piece, -3 times x plus h, the composing piece, plus 4, subtract, in parentheses, the entire original function. And then you're going to go ahead and simplify. So you're going to do the distributive, -3 times x, -3 times h. You're going to bring down the plus 4. Subtract a negative. Well, subtract a negative is adding 3x. And subtract positive 4. So then when we simplify that, we have -3x, -3h, plus 4. And then we have this stuff right here, plus 3x, subtract 4. And then you're going to look to see if anything cancels. Well, we have a -3x, and we have a positive 3x. -3x plus positive 3x cancels. Then we have a positive 4, and we have a -4. When you add those two, they cancel. And what that leaves is -3h divided by h. But then we know h divided by h is 1, so that cancels. So when you're all the way finished, all of that stuff, your final solution is y is equal to -3. So that's, they get more complex. You sometimes can have a radical, you can have a rational expression. You could have, if you had y is equal to 3x cubed, well, then it becomes y is equal to 3 times x plus h cubed minus 3x cubed. Well, remember, a binomial cubed, this would become, this whole phrase would become x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus x cubed, subtract 3x cubed, and all of that would be over h. Then you do the distributive, you can't, so it gets more complex, but for a simple linear equation, this is what you have to do. All right, that's it for composition of functions, the difference quotient.